There is a marriage ceremony. Verica the bride is wearing a beautiful dress. She is marrying Daniel Danny McCobb. He is 20 years old, but when he listens to his bride's conversation with her friends, he leaves his wedding right before the ceremony after learning that his fiancée is cheating on him and is only marrying him because he's going to be a cardiologist. He is so sad. He's at a bar drinking alone. A beautiful young woman walks in and sits next to Danny. She's rude to him initially, expecting him to hit on her like all the other guys had. During this, her purse falls on the floor. He gave it to her. Then she notices the ring after listening to his fake sob story about his wife. The woman from the bar ends up sleeping with him 23 years later. Danny, now 45 years old, is a successful plastic surgeon in Los Angeles who feigns being in an unhappy marriage to get women as well as avoid romantic commitment that may lead to heartbreak. There's a woman working in his office. She is his assistant and friend. Her name is Katherine. She's a divorced woman. She has 2 kids. She's the only woman aware of his schemes. Now he is in his clinic. He is checking his patient. She has a problem with her eyebrow. Here, a man named Daddy came. He is his best friend. Danny is in a party. He looks like a man who had a failed plastic surgery. Now he is not able to feel any pain on his face. Here at the party, Danny tends to a kid's knee scrape, removing his ring to treat the wound. The boy told him he received his wound when he is busy looking at a beautiful woman. Shortly after, he meets Palmer, a young 6th grade math teacher who he hits it off with immediately. The next morning, both go to the beach together. Here she spends the whole night with him. She told him that her parents got divorced when she was in 8th grade. She wants Danny's cell phone number. He tells her that in my pocket there's my visiting card. At that moment, she finds the ring in his pocket and assumes he's married. She feels upset. She thinks that he's cheating on his wife as well as on her. He wants to explain it, but she leaves because he did not tell her the truth. She was disheartened. He is in his clinic telling Katherine the whole story. He feels pain in his back. She advises him to use stairs. Here, Katherine's kids came and they say hello to Danny. The boy's name is Michael and the girl's name is Maggie. Maggie wants to become an actress. Michael used to remain quiet. He wants to go to Hawaii to swim with dolphins. He tells Danny that his mother did not have much money. You are a rich man. But Danny refused him as he has not much time to go to Hawaii. Katherine advises him he should go to Palmer and tell her he's going to divorce from a woman named Devlin because she cheated on him with a man named Dolph. The next day, he goes to Palmer's school with a Bucky. He wants to explain to her. He tells her his marriage is horrible. She does not even talk to him. He told her that he's going to divorce her. She asked the name of his wife. He said her name is Devlin. Palmer insists on meeting Devlin. Now he has a plan. He asks Katherine to act as Devlin. She went shopping for some shoes, clothes, purse, etc. Then they both go to a salon to get some beauty treatment. Danny was with Palmer sitting in a cafe when Katherine came. She looks so beautiful. She's with her guard. She looks so rich. She's going to act as Devlin. They pose in front of Katherine that they both don't like each other and don't want to stay together. They spend some good time in the cafe. Devlin looks very happy for her divorce. When they are leaving the cafe, Devlin received a call from someone. Danny thinks it's her drug dealer, but it's her daughter calling her. When Palmer came to know that they have kids, she asks Danny why he did not tell her about the kids. Danny says, I thought you didn't like me when you came to know about my kids. But she replies, no, I love kids. Now she also wants to meet with the kids. So Danny has no option. He agrees. Katherine asks about their names. Danny says the boy's name is Bart and the girl's name is Kiki D. Now Danny has another problem. He meets with Maggie and her brother Michael. He asks Maggie to act like his daughter. Maggie also knows all the facts, so she asks for a payment of $600 per day. Plus, she wants to have some other benefits. They have bargaining power. At last, they agree on $300 per day and 3 weeks of acting classes. Now the deal starts with Michael. He wants to go to Hawaii and wants to swim with dolphins, but he agrees to buy some video games. At the end, Danny insists Maggie finish her pizza as she doesn't like to eat much. Katherine is not ready for her kids, but when Danny tells her that kids are happy to have this adventure, she agrees. Today, Katherine has a lunch date with a doctor named Brian. Danny makes fun of her for it, so Katherine meets the kids at the play center. There's a great hustle and bustle in the play center. The children are enjoying it a lot. Maggie has adopted a fake British accent, and Michael acts very morosely. Maggie overreacts in front of Palmer. She says, "You stole my father from me." She runs and goes to play. Danny runs after her and tries to tell her not to overact so much. She agrees. Now Palmer asks Michael, "Are you happy?" He said, "No, I'm not happy. My dad promised me to go to Hawaii, but after meeting you, he broke his promise." They blackmail Danny in front of Palmer to take them all to Hawaii. Now they are all at the airport. The kids look very happy, but Katherine is not happy at all. Suddenly, a man comes up and introduces himself as Dolph Lundgren, Devlin's man friend. Actually, he's a friend of Danny's. He's Addie, and he's pretended to be the friend of Devlin. Katherine caught the tongue of Addie and takes him aside and asks what he's doing there. He said, "I texted a picture of my new equipment to my ex-girlfriend, and now she's engaged with a fighter. He will punch my face, so I want to escape from here." Danny and Katherine are forced to bring him along, so now Danny also pays for the ticket of Addie. When they reach Hawaii, Danny goes to book rooms in the hotel, and he pays $8,000 a night. Now they're all going to enjoy their trip. Danny wants to buy an engagement ring for Palmer. Addie asks, "Are you serious with Palmer?" He said yes. Both make fun of each other. At night, when they're all enjoying their dinner, Palmer said, "We are all here to know about each other, so let's start with Addie. What is your line of work?" He said, "I'm a sheep shipper." He told Palmer that Katherine also bought a sheep from me because she likes to shave the sheep for the pelts for the sex. Katherine gets angry and she asks Danny to come with her. Katherine is going to leave. Danny tries to stop her, but she's in great anger. When they are arguing, a lady named Devlin came here and meets with Katherine. She's an old friend of Katherine. Her friend is very excited to see her, but Katherine feels uncomfortable as she's pretending to be Devlin. She wants to introduce her to her husband. She told him, "She's my best friend." Katherine introduced Danny as her husband. Devlin's husband asks Danny, "What's your source of income?" Danny said, "I am an inventor. I invented the barking hand," but Katherine told him, actually, he's a plastic surgeon. The next day, Palmer told Danny that she signed us up for the all-day adventure tour. So we are going hiking in a forest and will also swim under the waterfalls. Now they are in the forest enjoying the beauty of nature. They saw a black pig. They are happy to see it, but suddenly the pig starts running at them. They all run away, but Addie falls to the ground. Now the pig is on Addie. He shouts. It's all so funny. They're enjoying boating. There's a bridge made of wood. They're all crossing together. There's another couple beneath the bridge. The man tells them the bridge can only handle one person at a time. They all feel fear and start to run immediately. When they reach the waterfall, they're all surprised to see the beauty of it. Palmer is ready to swim in the waterfall. She's a trained swimmer. Now Maggie is also interested in swimming. Michael whispers to Katherine. Danny asks what he whispered. Katherine told him Michael cannot swim. Danny's surprised to hear it because Michael wants to swim with dolphins. Michael tells him that he always wanted to swim, but his dad was always too busy, so he'd not had the time to teach him how to swim. Danny feels sorry for it. Now Katherine is ready to go swimming. When she undresses herself for swimming, Addie and Danny are surprised to see her body. Now Addie is trying to climb the rocks. When he tries to talk to Danny, he falls. Palmer went to spend some time with the kids. Katherine allows the kids to spend time with Palmer. At night, Palmer and Danny are playing a card game with the kids. Danny picks a card. On the card, there's written a name, something that makes you sad. Michael said, "My dad does not have time to spend with us." Michael starts weeping. Palmer feels upset. She leaves the room. Danny tries to understand and thinks the kids are acting. While he hugs both kids, Palmer entered the room and tells them she called Katherine to spend the whole day together. The next morning, they all go to play a game of golf. Danny had a camera. He asks the kids to pretend to be very happy, and he takes a lot of pictures. Maggie requests Danny to teach Michael how to swim. So they go to a swimming pool. Michael has safety measures. Danny throws Michael in the water. Here is Addie. He protects Michael. Palmer and Katherine both have a massage. Palmer asks Katherine what type of gift she chose for the coming birthday of Danny. Katherine suggests her lots of gifts for Danny. Now both Addie and Danny teach Michael how to swim. When Katherine and Palmer come back, they see Michael is swimming. All the people at the beach admire Michael. Suddenly, Devlin came to them. Devlin tells Palmer that Katherine was her college friend. Devlin asks Palmer who he was. At that moment, Danny asks the help of Addie. So he goes to them, and when Palmer is about to tell her about Devlin, Addie threw her in the water. He also jumps in the water and keeps her in the water. After some time, Devlin leaves. At night, Katherine calls Danny and tells him to go to Devlin and tell her about the whole situation. But he refuses to go as he's going to spend some time with Palmer. So he refused to go because of Palmer. However, Katherine forces him to go for dinner. While having dinner, Devlin always pretended they are a very happy couple. Danny and Katherine make fun through text messages. After some time, Devlin's husband has a call, so he leaves. Now Devlin asks them, "You should make love as they are." So Danny and Katherine are trying it. They start to admire each other. First, Katherine tells him all his qualities. Now Danny is admiring the qualities of Katherine. He said, "You are the person that I trust the most." Addie took Palmer for dinner at a very strange place. While enjoying dinner, a woman starts shouting that her pet sheep has some problem in breathing. Palmer tells that woman that Addie is a sheep expert. He will save your sheep, so he is forced to go. He checks the sheep. Although he knows nothing, he tries. He holds a sheep with him and pushes the sheep. After some time, a toy comes out of the sheep's mouth. Now he saves the sheep. In the hotel, a man announces a beauty competition. Devlin is ready to take part in the competition, while Katherine is not interested in it. Devlin tells her, "You're not so beautiful. You cannot win." Now Katherine is ready to take part in the competition. There's a tough competition between them. At last, Katherine wins. While returning to the hotel, they are both very happy as they enjoyed it a lot. He asks Katherine about the doctor with whom she was going to lunch. Katherine tells him that the doctor moved to another city, and I was not going for a date. He just offered me a job, but I rejected it. Katherine tells him there is no doctor. I just wanted to see whether you were jealous or not. During their conversation, they get close to each other, and at that moment, the kids disturb them. So Katherine says goodbye to him and closes the door. When Danny goes down, he encounters Palmer and Addie. He asks them about dinner. Palmer tells him how Addie saved the sheep. Addie told her about the ring that Danny bought for his wedding. Palmer wants to marry him just tomorrow. Palmer tells Danny, "I like your way. You're caring with the kids. I want that in a husband. You fulfill my requirements, so I want to marry you." At that moment, Katherine came to talk to Danny, but Addie tells about the marriage of Palmer and Danny. She feels depressed. Danny is also not happy with Palmer. At night, Danny calls Katherine. He asks her opinion about his marriage. She tells him, "I'm a divorced woman with 2 kids. You don't need my permission." Palmer is happy and she's busy in preparation of her marriage. She selects a beautiful dress. At that time, Katherine came to her. Palmer asks Katherine, "Do you still want to be with Danny?" Katherine asks why she would ask such a question. Palmer tells her she thinks Danny still likes her. "He loves you. He's always glowing when you're around. He laughs at your jokes. He does not laugh at my jokes." Katherine denies all of this. She assures Palmer there's nothing between them. They're just familiar. You are the girl for him. Now Palmer is relaxed. Now Danny goes with Palmer for marriage. Now Katherine sits alone here. Devlin comes and asks about Danny. She tells her the truth. Katherine tells her that she's a single mother and Danny's not her husband. Devlin also tells her that her boyfriend is gay. They both laugh at the situation. Devlin hugs Katherine. Danny is just sitting beside them. He says it's good to tell the truth. Devlin leaves them alone. Katherine asks about her kids. He tells her they're with Palmer enjoying ice cream. Then she asks about the wedding. Danny replies, "I think I need to start my life with the one I love. Palmer is young and beautiful, but she's not you. I love you. I love your kids." Katherine starts kissing him. Now Danny and Katherine are happy with each other. Michael is swimming with dolphins. On the plane ride back to the mainland, Palmer meets a professional tennis player who shares her interests sometime later. Maggie starts her 3-week acting class with the actual Dolph Lundgren. Later, Danny and Katherine get married. They are very happy. Now he is wearing his actual wedding ring. Please subscribe to our channel and also press the bell icon to get notified of new videos. And don't forget to like our videos. Thanks for watching.